everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this hot and humid Tuesday afternoon. And now the storms are moving in.
Let's get right to Julian Seawright with a look at the radar. Julian?
That's right, Susan and Mark. We now just have an updated severe thunderstorm warning that is now impacting for Richland and for Crawford County. That is coming in. This is a new one. We've been tracking these storms for about the past hour, coming in from Iowa, and now they're continuing to push their way along southern Wisconsin as we're going in throughout. As we're looking right now, these storms are carrying about 60 miles per hour winds, almost about a quarter size of hail, but we are still looking at some pretty dangerous winds with these storms that are tracking in for us as of right now. Again, we have been tracking these storms for the past about hour, and as we are continuing throughout the rest of this afternoon and going into our evening hours, we're going to be tracking those lines of storms to continue to push their way into southern Wisconsin. And this is now a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been in place for Crawford, Grant, Richland, and Alameda counties until later this evening at 5 p.m. But we'll have much more of it coming up, and we'll get into everything else we need to know about tonight in a few moments. And tell them back to you guys.
All right, and Julian, if we need to go back to you, just let us know. As Julian said, you'll want to be prepared for the weather conditions today. If you're outside this evening, make sure you stay hydrated and limit strenuous activities. Drinks with electrolytes are a very good idea today. Be sure to have a cool place with air conditioning ready if you need it, and keep a close eye on your pets and any elderly neighbors. You'll also need to prepare for storms tonight. As Julian mentioned, make sure your phone is charged and anything that could blow away in your yard is either put away or secured. It's essential that you have two different ways to be alerted to severe weather heading your way. We encourage you to get your weather radio ready and make sure you have a weather app that will send out notifications during severe weather. Our First Warn weather app is a very good one.
Yeah, and we're making it very easy for you to download it if you don't have it already. Just point your phone at the QR code right now on your TV screen, and it'll take you to a link where you can download the app. Make sure to download our weather app for alerts, radar, and your specific forecasts. But grab our Channel 3000 News app while you're there as well. That'll take you to the latest headlines and any big weather notifications. Let's get to breaking news now that it's been topping our website all afternoon. A massive fire in Fort Atkinson, visible from miles away.
Fire crews there are asking people nearby to consider evacuating the area. Our Brad Hamilton is live there right now. Brad, what can you tell us?
Well, Susan, we know that fire crews from at least 5 separate counties have been here battling these flames for the last several hours. I want you to take a look at some video that we have. This is from just several hours ago. You can see visibly that firefighters were fighting off large flames as billowing smoke rised high above. Now, the city of Fort Atkinson did confirm that they did encourage folks who live nearby to evacuate the area. We do not know if anyone has been hurt at this time. Crews have not only had to battle the fire, but in addition, the brutally hot temperatures here as well. We got a chance to speak a moment ago with a man who was here watching his son, who is battling these flames as a firefighter himself.
All these guys, you look at it, what is it, 90 degrees out here? And there's not a one of them wanting to go home. They'll stay here until the last lick of smoke is here. So got to give the firefighters and the police and especially all the caregivers. You see the piles of water. They'll bring some food. So the community really rallies around a fire like this.
We do not know how this fire started just yet, and we're just going to keep updating you as this story continues to develop. Reporting here live in Fort Atkinson, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
All right, Brad, thank you. Julian has another weather update, a severe thunderstorm warning now.
That's right. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that is now impacting Dane County, and also we are looking at it still pushing its way across southern Wisconsin. As we take a look, this is where we're going to be seeing for this storms as we go in throughout. As of right now, we're looking at quarter-sized hail, but we're still sustaining those winds at 60 miles per hour. And I did mention it was Dane County that we're looking for the severe thunderstorm warning popping up until 5:15 p.m., but it's also for Iowa and Lafayette and for Sauk counties as well. As we're seeing those lines of storms coming in from the southwest, we can still continue seeing it starting to push its way along southern Wisconsin as now it is starting to impact the following counties. We are once again looking at quarter-sized hail. The wind speeds are sustained to 60 miles per hour, and we can see plenty of heavy rainfall being associated with it, especially outside of Prairie du Chien, starting to push its way into Lone Rock and for Platteville as well. We're going to continue to monitor this, so stay with us throughout as we continue to monitor the rest of these severe thunderstorms.
All right, Julian, thank you. Janesville Bar went up in flames early this morning. The Janesville Fire Department called to a fire at Wedge's Bar on Washington Street a little after 5 this morning. They found fire coming from the kitchen, but were able to keep it out of the bar area. They said it did spread to the attic. One firefighter was treated for a heat injury at the scene. And another breaking story we're following this afternoon. Wisconsin's longest-serving congressman will not run for re-election. Democrat Ron Kind from Wisconsin's 3rd District will not run again in 2022. The news broke this afternoon. Kind represents an area from Stevens Point to La Crosse. Kind almost lost last year to Republican Derek Van Orden. He took office in 1997. Kind held a press conference in La Crosse about an hour ago.
And representing the people in your home area in the United States Congress has been unquestionably the greatest honor of my life. But I never intended it to be an honor for my entire life. And that's why I'm announcing now to step down after 26 years.
Coming up at 5, investigative reporter Naomi Coles will break down what Kind's decision means as Democrats try to protect their razor-thin majority in Congress. Governor Evers responded to that news in the last hour, thanking Kind for decades of service to the state, saying, thanks to his tremendous leadership, small businesses, farmers, and families have a brighter future ahead of them.
Another big political story today. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is resigning just 1 week after an investigation by the state Attorney General found he sexually harassed 11 women. Elise Preston reports from New York.
In my mind, I've never crossed the line with anyone.
After weeks of fighting, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says he will leave office in the interest of the people he represents.
I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing.
His announcement comes a week after an independent investigation found the 3-term Democratic governor sexually harassed multiple women.
There is a difference between alleged improper conduct and concluding sexual harassment. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not to say that there are not 11 women who I truly offended. There are. And for that, I deeply, deeply apologize.
Brittany Commisso, identified as Executive Assistant Number 1 in the Attorney General's report, spoke exclusively with the Albany Times-Union and CBS this morning.
He walked over, shut the door so hard, came back to me, and that's when he put his hand up my blouse and cupped my breast over my bra.
The report also detailed a complaint of inappropriate touching from a state trooper picked for the governor's security detail.
I didn't do it consciously with the female trooper. I did not mean any sexual connotation. I did not mean any intimacy by it. I just wasn't thinking.
New York Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul released a statement saying Cuomo's resignation was the right thing to do. She takes over as the state's first female governor in 2 weeks. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Cuomo is still facing an impeachment inquiry and a criminal complaint. More than 40 Democratic chairs signed a letter asking him to resign, and President Biden had advised him to do the same. If you want to go to Summerfest next month, you will need a COVID shot or a negative test to get in. Summerfest is the latest live event to announce COVID requirements in response to a recent surge in cases. Attendees will need to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test result within 72 hours of entering the grounds. Kids under the age of 12 will also be required to wear a mask. The entrance protocols apply to normally scheduled shows and the Wednesday weekend preview held at the American Family Insurance Amphitheater. Summerfest is scheduled to run for 3 consecutive weekends in September. For months, the FBI has warned the public against making or selling fake versions of the CDC's vaccine cards.
But as more places begin to require proof of vaccination, like Summerfest, Talil Moladin found out they're probably out there anyway. Talil?
The Wisconsin's Better Business Bureau hasn't had any reports of fake vaccination cards just yet, but they say that doesn't mean they're not out there. As more restaurant venues and big events start to require proof of vaccinations, experts say an increase in fake vaccination cards will likely follow. Madison area print shop owners say, unfortunately, fake cards aren't too difficult to produce. They're even possible to make at home.
depending on how they take the image, there might be some resolution issues, but overall, it is just black and white text. There's nothing that is glaringly apparent on the cards that is too security intensive.
Tiffany Schultz from the BBB says things you can do, aside from not purchasing fake cards yourself, is to keep your vaccine cards offline. That means no vaccine card selfies on Facebook, even if you cover up your private information. Experts say you should expect your CDC vaccine card like you would your Social Security card or any other government-issued ID. They also say be aware of fake vaccine passport apps and websites asking for personal information.
Good advice, Well, thank you. The CDC is adding 7 more countries to its high-risk travel list. The so-called level 4 countries are where there have been more than 500 COVID cases per 100,000 residents in the past 28 days. They are considered very high risk. The newest additions include Iceland, France, Israel, Thailand, Aruba, French Polynesia, and Eswatini. Those nations join 16 other new additions from last week. The CDC recommends against all international travel, even for vaccinated people. More than 3/4 of British adults have now received 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine. Data released today shows that more than 86 million shots have been administered in the UK. That's according to the Department of Health and Social Care. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson called it, quote, huge national achievement. Officials say that an estimated 60,000 deaths were avoided due to the vaccination rollout. Well, history was made in more ways than one at the Tokyo Summer Olympics.
Among the milestones, an openly gay athlete took home the gold. A look at the increased visibility of LGBTQ athletes. That's coming up later this hour on Live at 4.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
One of the best ways to protect your biggest investment, your home, is to replace your gutters with a lifetime Leaf Guard gutter system, guaranteed to never clog and warranted forever. My team will give you a free estimate and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
Here at TSR, we transform old, cracked concrete floors into beautiful, tough floors in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here at TSR, we don't just simply coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, repair it, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new floor will last. Our awesome team is here to answer all of your questions before and after the installation. And right now, we are offering 15% off your new floor coating until the end of the year. Visit the website or call that number below for your new floor today.
TSR, one day floor. Call 1-800-886-8411.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
When you replace your gutters with a Leaf Guard gutter system, you're getting peace of mind that your home's foundation is being protected, and you'll never have to climb that ladder again. My team will give you a free estimate, and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
Welcome back. The Senate delivered a legislative victory to President Biden today, passing his trillion-dollar infrastructure plan with bipartisan support.
But the next spending package Democrats are planning doesn't have the same broad appeal. CBS's Skylar Henry has more from Capitol Hill.
The bill, as amended, is passed.
The Senate voted with bipartisan support to greenlight President Biden's $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. The measure includes $550 billion in spending for things like roads, bridges, broadband, water systems, and trains.
Despite this long road we've taken, we have finally reached the finish line.
What we're doing here today also demonstrates to the American people that we can get our act together.
President Biden returned to the White House Tuesday morning and is expected to address the first phase of his rebuilding agenda. The cooperative spirit here on Capitol Hill may be short-lived as Democrats tee up their next package, a $3.5 trillion budget resolution. It would be the biggest expansion of America's social safety net in decades, and it faces stiff opposition from Republicans.
And you are talking about a stunning, staggering, insane amount of money.
Minority Leader Mitch McConnell warned Democrats that Republicans will argue it out on the floor.
Every single senator will be going on record over and over and over.
That approach could extend debate on the budget well into the fall. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The 2,700-page infrastructure bill still needs to clear the House when it returns from recess next month.
Governor Evers.
Well, not anymore, not today, not as long as I'm governor of the great state of Wisconsin. When I ran for this office, I pledged to work to protect the right of every eligible person to vote. And that's what I'm going to do here today.
Sorry about that. Governor Evers vetoed a series of bills today passed by the state's Republican-controlled legislature. Wisconsin Republicans don't have enough votes to override the governor's veto, so this is likely the end of the road for these bills. Wisconsin Democrats were over the border in Illinois today introducing new marijuana legislation. They want to make marijuana fully legal in Wisconsin. They made their pitch in Illinois, suggesting Wisconsin is losing tons of money to Illinois since they legalized pot. Governor Evers is proposing legalizing recreational marijuana as part of his biennial budget, but it was cut by GOP lawmakers. At the time, local lawmakers said they would adapt new regulations on the drug if it was legalized. Madison drivers, heads up, the ramp from the eastbound Beltline to southbound I-90 will be closed overnight tonight through Thursday. The ramp closes at 10 o'clock tonight and opens back up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. The closures, which are weather dependent, will allow crews to shift the interstate southbound traffic as part of the ongoing I-3990 Beltline interchange project. Plan to use an alternate route like Stoughton Road to get around these closures.
It was a record-setting day on Wall Street over optimism over an ongoing rebound in economic activity. The Dow Industrials added 162 points for a record-setting close of 35,264. The NASDAQ, however, lost 72, but the S&P 500 gained 4. That's good enough for a record close as well.
Well, all of us at News 3 want to make sure that area kids are all set up to succeed this school year.
We're into week 2 of our back-to-school supply drive, and today we've got a big push to get more donations. Madeline O'Neill joins us live from Brittingham Bay on Lake Mendota with more. Hi, Maddie. What's going on?
Well, today we did it up big thanks to our morning team and thanks to you. I just saw a Boys and Girls Club van full of school supplies, and this is really thanks to them as well. Over the years, they've put plenty of their efforts towards getting school supplies for kids. CEO Michael Johnson and Tim Metcalf from Metcalf's Market approached our morning team with a creative way to raise donations. They put our Leah Lynchide in a canoe on Monona Bay, and she wasn't allowed to come back to shore until her boat was full. Not only did her canoe fill up with supplies, but the state collection service stopped by and donated a $5,000 check. Now, today's drive here goes until 8 p.m. Of course, we're keeping an eye on severe weather. But even with the rain, you can drop off any supplies. Here at Brittingham Boats, they've got a nice shelter here. Otherwise, you can still drop off donations until Friday at News 3 Now, our station, or any of the Boys and Girls Club locations. You can also donate money online or check out our Amazon wish list. We have all of those details on channel3000.com.
So Lee's still not out there, huh? She came in? All right, Maddie, thank you.
Thank you, Maddie.
Yeah, and I'm not on a boat. I'm just right out here.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea with the storms coming in. Thank you. Still to come at 4, we have an elephant update. Those wayward elephants in China are apparently heading home.
We'll have the latest on their location and what may have caused their incredible journey. That's coming up after Julian's first warn forecast.
ViTense Golfland now offers 2 indoor golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play over 100 championship golf courses with unmatched golf swing data and visualization. Or play other sports and games using real sports equipment. The ViTense Golfland simulator suites provides a fun indoor entertainment experience.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50, then 30. Now we've reached the final days, looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Mad City Baths is your trusted local source for custom baths, tub-to-shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. We make bathroom updates easy. Be one of 20 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
About our designer kids package or Freelance upgrade. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
ViTense Golfland now offers the new Top Tracer mobile system. Track your shots from grass and mat tee areas for free from your cell phone. Record your golf swing with stats provided. Play games like Capture the Flag. Have golf range entertainment fun with Top Tracer at ViTense Golfland.
Well, take a look at this. As she walks into the house and turns the corner, all she can do is let out a big gasp and stare with her mouth wide open. Their dog, Miss Charlie, had a little party in the house.
Oh, no.
All by herself, tearing her bed into a million pieces. Charlie actually looks pretty proud of her work, wagging her tail and headed straight to the door, expecting to go out and play.
Have your dogs ever done that?
No, fortunately not. I think having two helps.
Yeah, that's probably true.
They don't get bored.
Yeah.
Miss Charlie. Well, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games are over, but its impact is here to stay.
More openly LGBTQ athletes competed in Tokyo than in all previous Summer Olympics combined.
Will Ripley hears from athletes, including the first ever openly gay athlete to win an Olympic gold medal.
Out at the Olympics, out and proud. LGBTQ representation hit an all-time high in Tokyo, more than every other Summer Games combined. Outsports says if they had their own country, Out Olympians would rank 7th in the world with 56 medals, including a gold and a bronze for British diver Tom Daley.
I mean, it's great that we have more Out Olympians than ever before.
He says more work needs to be done. Being gay can still mean the death penalty in 9 Olympic nations.
You know, because I feel extremely lucky to be representing Great Britain, where I can have a husband and I can have my son and be, you know, and not have any ramifications. As a guy.
Tom came out publicly in 2013. He married his husband Lance in 2017. Today, they have a young son, a modern family cheering him on.
I just hope that seeing more Out athletes competing at the Olympic Games and in other sports, that any little kids out there that feel less than, feel alone, feel different and don't quite fit in, know that if they work hard, they can achieve anything. And just because of who they are isn't going to change what you're able to achieve.
Trailblazers like Daley make it easier for younger Olympians to come out, like 21-year-old Australian skateboarder Poppy Star Olsen.
We've come so far, and it's definitely, I know, a lot easier than it was, say, 20 years ago. I'm very lucky in skateboarding because skateboarding is very inclusive and had all these role models that I looked up to, so that really helped me a lot too.
Those role models from previous Olympics often battled stigma and shame. Australian diver Matthew Mitchum tried to train himself not to be gay. He says he numbed his pain with alcohol and drugs. Despite those struggles, Mitchum made history on 2 fronts in Beijing 2008.
That Olympic record I still have, but will be broken one day. But the one thing that nobody will ever be able to take away from me is the fact that I was the first openly gay man to win an Olympic gold medal. If that helps somebody else in their journey to being their authentic selves, then that is worth more than all of the gold medals that I could ever win in my career.
Mitchum says trans and non-binary athletes still battle stigma and discrimination.
A lot of work still needs to be done to, to make it safer for trans people of color to live and exist and thrive and flourish in this world.
A world that allows people, all people, to live and love. A goal that goes well beyond the Olympics. Will Ripley, CNN, Tokyo.
That's very inspiring.
Yeah, it really is.
I miss the Olympics already.
You having withdrawal?
I am having a little withdrawal.
All right, let's head over to the Weather Center. Julian has the latest on the storm situation.
That's right. We do have more severe thunderstorm warnings that are popping up. We're going to give you a look at what more and what you need to know for the rest of our evening, coming up with the full forecast.
Are you tired of your old bath or shower and ready for a change? Mad City Baths makes bathroom upgrades easy. We install in as little as 1 day, and with so many design options, it's fun. Luxurious patterns like Sierra Sand, Arctic Ice, and White Travertine with microban antimicrobial protection.
When you do cleaning and you go to the bathroom and you have to spend 45 minutes in there, now you can go in and spray in 5 minutes, you're done.
So why wait? Final days. 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will save with free installation. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program to receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to get right into the thick of things with these severe thunderstorm warnings that are popped up. The latest one is in effect for Iowa and Lafayette County until 5:45 this evening. Now, we still do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Dane, Iowa, and Sauk County as well, but we're looking at these being issued ahead of where the storms are. As we can see right now, the storms are just behind where those warnings are, but we can see over by Platteville, we're really looking at some really heavy rainfall, and we're indicating some hail that is on by the radar that is about a quarter size as well. But now we're taking a look at where we're going to be seeing those cities starting to be impacted. This is where the storms are tracking. They're still pushing their way eastbound and even into the far northwest. We can see they're still trying to push their way on an eastern track. Then this is where we're going to be expecting to see some cities that are going to be infected. By Clyde, we're looking around 5:24 p.m. this evening to really start to see some of that rainfall coming in and with these strong winds as well. Now we're going to take a look. As we had mentioned, some of the radar is indicating that we are looking at hail starting to pop up for some areas. Now, as we take a look at what we could be seeing with this line of storms, you can see a bit of that Boeing action, and that is a key signature for that we're seeing strong winds with these storms, and it's a line that is really organized and pushing its way across. So we are going to be looking at plenty of heavy rainfall with this and some strong winds. So make sure that you are taking cover at this time and that you are in a safe spot, because we have even received reports that these winds have knocked down some tree lines around the area. Now, we're taking a look outside of Platteville. This is right now outside of Platteville from our Queen Bee radio sky cam. We can see pretty much that rain is just completely blanketing much of our sky cam as of right now. There was even some lightning on our sky cam earlier. So we do have the severe thunderstorm watches in effect throughout this evening for much, if not all, of southern Wisconsin throughout the rest of this evening. So that's what we're going to be keeping an eye on. But the heat index is something that is a key indicator here. As you can see over into the west, those heat indexes have dropped dramatically. We were in the hundreds, triple digits earlier throughout our afternoon, and now they have dropped into around the 70s for Bosque Bell and in the 80s for Viroqua. That's going to show you that those storms are moving their way in, and since we're still into those triple digits over into Madison area and further east, we're going to be looking at that to continue to fuel these storms, which are going to be remaining on the stronger side as we continue throughout the rest of our evening. Now, as we take a look at what we're going to be tracking for this storm, as we get into the later parts of this evening, we can see that line starting to sweep its way across southern Wisconsin, pushing its way out of Dane County and more eastward as we get into the later part of this evening. In the early nights, we're looking for that first round to really get its way out of here, but we can still see some chances of seeing some rain sticking around, but the cooler temperatures will be there as well. Then we have another chance of potentially seeing some lighter rainfalls coming into the late overnight hours, especially as we transition into our Wednesday morning. Now, as we take a look for the next few days, this is what we're going to be looking at. We will be seeing, once again, some temperatures will start to fall as we go in throughout the next few. But for our 10-day, after today, we do have the alert day on Wednesday, but then we're going to be seeing for Thursday just a slight chance of seeing some storms, but then we're going to be cooling back down with some cooler temperatures and some sunshine as well. So we just got to get past today and tomorrow, and then hopefully Thursday as well, and then we're looking for much better conditions for us.
All right, keep an eye on things. We'll get back to you if we need to. Yeah. Thanks, Julian. Well, that herd of elephants in China we've been following all summer long is on the move once again.
Their long journey has captured the hearts of the nation and the world. Ian Lee reports.
An epic journey of a herd of 14 elephants is coming to an end. After months on the road, this pack of pachyderms is close to home. They traveled hundreds of miles across southern China, stopping at times to have some fun on this family road trip, like sliding down a hill or even spending a day at the pool. We shouldn't be surprised when this wildlife monitor says the calves are quite cute, but also naughty. Who knows if they constantly ask, Are we there yet? But authorities helped them to get there. Hundreds of emergency personnel laid bait and even built roads to pave the way back to their nature reserve. Why the elephants embarked on this trek isn't clear. One reason they headed home, though, could have been frayed nerves. The vacation also came at a cost, causing more than $1 million in damages. But this was a journey these elephants will likely never forget. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Fascinating.
It is so fascinating. I mean, it's always good to go on vacation, but then it's great to go back home.
It's time to go home.
Wildlife experts worry there could be more trips like this as traditional buffer zones between elephants and people start to disappear.
They fear that'll put the animals more at risk in the future, but I'm glad they're headed back.
Yes.
Still to come before Consumer Reports has some tips on making healthier salad dressings.
Then coming up next hour at 5, more help is on the way for restaurants and businesses to financially recover from the pandemic, but this time it's not from the government. That story coming up at 5.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
They were in and out, and you know, I was very satisfied with the end result.
Mad City has over 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and over 20 years of experience. We can replace your old bathtub with a beautiful walk-in shower installed in as little as 1 day, with premium wall designs and fixtures for a safe and stylish update. Now's the time to call. Final days for 20 homeowners to get special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. And we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Ask about our designer kids package or free lens upgrade. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Pick and Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Tonight at 5, as more businesses and events are requiring COVID vaccine cards, what scams to be on the lookout for as more people look to get vaccine cards. That's at 5.
And we're keeping a close eye on the radar this evening. The chance for strong to severe thunderstorms building through, and another alert day in the forecast tomorrow. We'll look at your full forecast.
And ahead at 6, we're live in Fort Atkinson as crews fight a large fire that's been sending black smoke into the air for several hours.
Here's a live look at downtown Madison on this stormy Tuesday. We're under a severe thunderstorm watch, all of southern Wisconsin, until later tonight, and a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Dane County and Iowa County, and let's see, Lafayette. So that goes until 5:45.
Plus a heat advisory until 7, so it's a busy day.
Well, salads are super healthy and filling. A tasty salad with dressing goes a long way to helping you get the 2 to 4 cups of veggies that you should have in a day.
But a dressing that's full of fat, calories, and sodium kind of defeats the purpose of eating a salad, right? Consumer Reports recently tested 23 salad dressings to find the tastiest and the healthiest.
Our Leah Lynchai tells us what they found out.
Consumer Reports food experts focused on two of the most popular types of salad dressings, raspberry vinaigrette and America's favorite, ranch. They looked at nutritional value and then blind taste tested the dressings, because a dressing can't be healthy, but if it doesn't taste good, you probably won't use it. Salad dressings can be loaded with added sugars and sodium, but the fat in dressings is usually the heart-healthy type, and fat can help your body absorb more of the salad's nutrients.
We're seeing some brands use high-quality ingredients and lowering the amount of added sugars and sodium. You can find some healthy options that taste really good in the supermarket these days.
In the raspberry vinaigrette category, CR recommends Annie's Organic Light Raspberry Vinaigrette. It's a sour-sweet berry dressing with hints of honey and mustard flavors. It has the lowest sodium in CR's tests and was lower in added sugars than most other vinaigrettes they tested. Ranch dressing is by far the most popular dressing in America. If you like its creamy, tangy taste, look at the labels. Overall, the tested ranch dressings have more sodium than vinaigrettes, ranging from 150 to 280 milligrams in 2 tablespoons.
The ranches did have more sodium than the vinaigrettes, but the ones we tasted all had 1 gram or less of sugar and were surprisingly low in unhealthy saturated fats.
One classic ranch dressing that CR recommends has just 45 calories a serving. It's Bolthouse Farms Classic Ranch Yogurt Dressing. This traditional style ranch is fresh tasting and creamy with mild spices. Topping the ranch ratings, though, is a ranch with a twist. Primal Kitchen Ranch Dressing and Marinade with avocado oil is tart and lemony with flavors of onion, garlic, black pepper, and dill. Tasters said it had a vinaigrette quality. With dressings like these, you can dig in and really enjoy your veggies. Happy eating. For News 3 Now, I'm Leah Lynchide.
Thanks, Leah. And if you really, really love ranch, why not make your own? It'll be really fresh and you can control the amount of sodium.
It's actually pretty easy. Consumer Reports' own recipe to make your own ranch is posted on our website.
Well, COVID and the Delta variant continues spreading at high levels throughout southern Wisconsin.
When we come back, schools are starting up soon. What does this mean for students under 12 who can't yet get vaccinated? We'll talk with UW Health's Dr. Bill Hartman when Live at 4 continues.
Outlets at the Dells in the center of water park heaven with 60 of the world's biggest brands. We thrill the trendsetter and all who love a smoking hot discount. Save even more on back-to-school needs and get a free bucket of sidewalk chalk while supplies last. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Baths is looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower installed in as little as 1 day. From walk-in showers to barrier-free designs, we'll visit with you to come up with a layout to fit your space and needs. Add a safety seat, grab bars, and mounted handhelds for comfort and convenience. And for the ultimate in relaxation, look at our walk-in tub with hydrotherapy. Update your bathroom now. 20 homeowners will save with free installation. But these are the final days. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program for the free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
Outlets at the Dells in the center of water park heaven with 60 of the world's biggest brands. We thrill the trendsetter and all who love a smoking hot discount. Save even more on back-to-school needs and get a free bucket of sidewalk chalk while supplies last. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
Well, instead of traffic, we're going to be talking about severe thunderstorm warnings that are still impacting much of southwestern Wisconsin as we're going throughout right now. We do have the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Iowa and Lafayette County. The threat is considerable as of right now, and that's going to be sticking around for at least the next hour. We are looking at wind speeds about 70 miles per hour being radar indicated and almost a quarter-sized hail as well. But as we can see, as we're taking a look at it, we're looking at that bend of that line of storms. That is really the strong indicator that we are seeing some really strong winds with them. Now, on top of that, Dane County and for Sauk County, we are still under that severe thunderstorm warning until 5:15 this evening. So make sure you are into a safe place and that you're taking cover. So we're looking at a radar indicated of quarter-size hail right there. But as we can take a look where those storms are tracking, they're still tracking their way eastbound. We are looking at plenty of heavy rainfall, especially over in Platteville, making its way into Dodgeville and Prairie du Sac. We're going to be looking at mostly some of those storms starting to push their way into us as we get into about the next 10 minutes or so. We are looking at some hail being radar indicated for us, so some of these storms could be producing hail, but it's something we're going to keep our eye on throughout the rest of the hour. So back to you guys.
All right, we'll check back as needed. Thank you, Julian. A famous beachside sandcastle extravaganza made a gritty, glorious return in Massachusetts. After a pandemic hiatus in 2020, the Revere Beach Sandcastle Sculpting Festival returned in time to celebrate the 125th anniversary of America's first public beach. Seaside sculptors showed off their unique artistry with sandy scenes capturing key moments of Revere Beach since its historic opening way back in 1896. There's a trivia question for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the Delta variant is leading to rising infection rates across Wisconsin and the country.
There is renewed urgency for people who have symptoms or are traveling to get tested, even if they've been vaccinated.
The principal investigator for the UW COVID-19 Convalescent Plasma Program, Dr. Bill Hartman, is with us for our weekly visit. Welcome, Doctor. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, Dr. Hartman. Thanks for joining us.
What is the situation right now in southern Wisconsin in terms of COVID and the Delta variant?
Well, the Delta variant is sort of rewriting the story of COVID right now. We thought we had gotten past the worst of things, and now we have this variant that's much more transmissible, that there's much higher viral load, so it's easier to transmit. And it's causing an increase in the number of breakthrough infections, even in the vaccinated people. And so we are seeing quite a bit of spread. In the United States overall, we're back up to 100,000 cases a day. It's definitely trending in the wrong direction, but hopefully we can get this under control.
Do we know what percentage of cases are those breakthrough cases that is fully vaccinated people who are testing positive? Is there a way to kind of put in perspective how much of it is breakthrough cases and how much of it is the unvaccinated?
Well, there's a couple of counties that are reporting the data of breakthrough infections, and I'm not sure that they're reporting it completely accurately. But if you look at LA County in California, they say that 1 in 5 of their overall COVID cases is a breakthrough case. This is replicated in a much less dense county in Monroe, Iowa. Again, they're seeing about 17 or 18% of their total cases as breakthrough cases.
But people that are vaccinated are not getting as sick or hospitalized as people that aren't vaccinated, but they can still spread the virus, correct?
Right. So the vaccines continue to be very, very, very effective at preventing severe disease, hospitalizations, and death. And across the country, here in Wisconsin and elsewhere, we're seeing the hospitalization of unvaccinated people. And so the vaccine is still very protective. You may catch COVID, but the likelihood that you get sick from it is still pretty uncommon.
Yeah, that's an important message. Well, every state is now reporting substantial community transmission of COVID. And of course, those rising infections are coming just as thousands of unvaccinated children are getting ready to go back to school. We have a mask mandate in most schools in the Channel 3 viewing area. Kids will be wearing masks. But what's your advice for parents who are starting to feel anxious about what the fall will bring?
Well, the school boards have been meeting very consistently to try to come up with the best and safest plans for the kids as they return to school. We are seeing an increase in COVID in children across the country, but children continue to not get as sick from COVID, and a good portion of them remain asymptomatic. And so while they can still catch COVID, while they can still pass COVID on, they tend not to get quite as ill from it, which is encouraging. Also, we know that masking and distancing in schools, along with increased vaccination of over 12 and the teachers in the schools, is really going to make a difference in terms of the kids going back to school and having in-person class.
How can we get a handle on this?
Well, the best weapon that we have are the vaccines. And so we need to increase the amount of vaccination in our country. Every unvaccinated person that the virus infects gives it the opportunity to mutate and make itself even stronger. And so we need to get ahead of these variants as quickly as we can. The best way that we have, the best weapon that we have right now are these vaccines.
Get vaccinated. That's the bottom line. Doctor, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hartman. We appreciate your time.
We'll have a final update on the severe weather situation right after this.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
We're here at the local farmers market, where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked Medicare? What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to each county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number about your health insurance decisions? Your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better.
Don't get fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to Medicare options, keep it honest. Keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and they're free.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, but with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat, Cool Sculpting Elite, the newest technology available. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
I learned long ago, if you've got the right tools and a little know-how, you can do it yourself and know all of mine's gonna get some dime a dozen paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. Premium performance from start to that tough, washable, one-coat finish. It exceeds expectations of what makes great paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, we are exploring the Darlington Opera House restoration project in the 608. And Chris Reese will let us know when things might cool off a little. Join us from 4:30 to 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
And another look, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Iowa and Lafayette County until about 5:45 this evening. The threat is considerable, and we are looking at wind speeds at 70 miles per hour and almost a quarter-size hail as well for these areas. So make sure that you are taking cover, because remember, these alerts are going out ahead of the storm. The storm is still pushing its way onto the western border of Wisconsin, but it's still pushing its way eastbound. For Dane County and Sauk County, we're still looking at that considerable threat sticking around for us at least for the next next 20 minutes. And we are looking at winds at 70 miles per hour and quarter-size hail as well. And we can see that heavy rain is coming in, so do not be surprised if we see any localized flooding with these storms as they continue to push their way east. As we are taking a look as of right now, however, some of these storms are still looking to produce some hail, so that's one thing we're going to be keeping an eye on, but we'll be back with more in a few moments.
Not only does a seamless LeafGuard gutter system add beauty to your home, it's also the last gutter system you'll ever buy. It's guaranteed to never clog or will come out and clean them for free. My team will give you a free estimate and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
Here at TSR, we transform old, cracked concrete floors into beautiful, tough floors in just one day. Hi. I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here at TSR, we don't just simply coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, repair it, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new floor will last. Our awesome team is here to answer all of your questions before and after the installation. And right now, we are offering 15% off your new floor coating until the end of the year. Visit the website or call that number below for your new floor today.
TSR, one day floor.
Call 1-800-886-8411.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
LeafGuard is the only gutter system to earn the Good Housekeeping seal, the leading symbol of quality, assurance, trust, and safety in America. And LeafGuard is guaranteed to never clog. My team will give you a free estimate and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
In today's Final Touch, there is a brand new city in Russia.
And it's made entirely out of Legos. The museum near Moscow claims to have the largest city made from Legos in Russia. The Let's Go Museum spans almost 600 square feet and included manicured parks, streets filled with traffic, a rail system, a beach, even a fairground with moving rides. Every part of it is made with Lego pieces. The mini-city's Gothic cathedral was created with 22,000 parts weighing in at 44 pounds. That's a lot of plastic. The museum also holds vintage Lego sets from the 1960s and 70s, still sealed in their original packaging. The museum is home to more than 800 Lego sets, even cars made out of Legos.